Good morning, Sparrows. Good morning, Sparrows. Hello. Hello to you. Good day. I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. And I'm coming on just to serve you a little juice of inspiration today. Just serving you a little juice on this thankful and Transformation Tuesday. Just a little bit. Good morning. How are you doing today? How are you? Good morning, casual. Who are you today? Who are you today? That's what I woke up thinking about. Who are you today? Man, last week I put up a post of a collage of pictures, right? Do you remember that? A collage of pictures. And I'm going to repost it into this into this thread after I'm done with the broadcast this morning. However, before I leap all the way in, before I leap in, I'm going to say happy birthday to everyone celebrating birthdays today. That's going to be number one. Celebrate you, be who you choose to be, and before anything else, be grateful that you woke up to see today. So, in essence, it's all of our birthdays because we all woke up this morning. Number one, first and foremost. Hi, Kevin. Good morning, Nancy, Paris, Tanisha. Welcome to the room, right? So, on this Thankful and Transformation Tuesday, I thought it would be a grand idea to kind of just leap back onto that collage of pictures. And it's a reason why I post that collage of pictures because it's been so much transformation for myself for the past couple of years, all of my life, actually, all of your life, the same. However, we don't always take notice of the changes that are taking place in our lives when they happen. But there are times when you do stop and you ponder and you kind of regress back to it. It's like, oh my goodness. And you go back to a time. Behind every picture, there is a conversation. It's a space and time where you are. Have you changed since then, or are you the same? And then I was, thinking along the lines of how I have actually changed, constantly changing, evolving every single day. So that is what I put up that post for. And it's quite a few people that I talk to often that may say, well, Valerie, how are you? And of course, with me, I'm always fabulous, right? However, with them, I said, well, how are you doing? Who are you today? And they'll say, same story, different day. I hadn't changed. I'm the same old thing. And then I said, oh my gosh, really? You haven't changed at all? I haven't seen you in 3 years. I haven't talked to you in 5 years. All of those types of conversations. Those are my follow ups too. Like, you haven't changed at all. Oh my goodness. Well, what's the problem? That's the follow up. What is the problem? Why haven't you changed? How is it possible to remain the same day in and day out? Is it a choice to stay there or are you fearful of moving forward? That's the thing. But putting up that collage, that took me to a space of, oh my gosh. I remember when I took that picture. Oh my gosh. This was in my house. Oh my gosh. This is when I was in Atlanta. Oh my gosh. This is when I was with XYZ. That person is no longer in my life now. So looking at those pictures, and I think one of them dated back maybe 10 years ago. That one when I had the short and natural, and I've been natural for 10 plus years at this point. So looking at the changes over the years, how do you play back the reel in your mind? How have you, in essence, changed? Or are you the same? Who are you today because of those changes or because you haven't changed? That's the $1 million question. We have a past, and due to that past, we also have a future because of it. I'll give you a second. That's long enough. That's long enough because where are you going? What's your focus? What's your focus? I am grateful for change. That's why I said thankful and Transformation Tuesday. I'm grateful for the changes that have taken place. Even right now, you see me sitting here, I have been wearing these wraps for the past month or longer. 6 months ago, you couldn't have paid me to sit before you on a camera with a wrap. Absolutely, unequivocally not doing that. However, due to so many changes and things that are evolving, me moving forward, changing in my life, it warrants the space that I'm in right now. So in the future, when I look back at pictures, when I review video and things like that, I want to see and remember the space that I am in right now, then, because it's all a part of transformation. It's a part of that change moving forward into our future. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now. It's about where we're going and how we're getting there. What's taking place in the midst of moments that's sculpting you to become who you are supposed to be. What? What? In pictures capture moments. Pictures. That's why I post that collage, to remind myself of where I've been, where I'm going, and where I am presently. It's not always easy to change. It's not always easy to accept the changes that are taking place in our lives. How is it directing you? What is that all about? I'm grateful for mine. Are you grateful for yours? What's the hindrance? Or what is the celebration because of? Yeah, it is so juicy. That I am a changed person. You know my business. It's all change. It's about changing, evolving, transformation. That's what it is. And the juiciness in change. You can't get where you're going unless you change. Every single day is something different. If it isn't for you, it should be. Let's not ever choose to stay in the same place. Evolve in spaces you need to evolve in to become the person you were actually born to be. That is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Changing in the midst of the things, the times, even hairstyles. I have had a million and one hairstyles, colors. Oh my gosh. I used to color my hair. I used to wear the bantu knots, the twist out, all those things. When I reflect over time, who I was at the time, and it was all preparation of the direction of where I'm going, where I am right now, today. Even these head wraps are part of transition, transformation of my becoming who I am, who I was intended to be at this space in my life. It's going to happen one way or the other. It's inevitable. I embrace mine. It's all about challenging and changing yourself. It's your choice to do it. So, are you thinking about the times that you've evolved and changed? You know, Roger Radcliffe, you have a comment. You said, I've grown tremendously over the last 2 years. New surroundings, new friends, self help, and motivational friends like me. Oh, that's right. I'm here for you, friends. I am. And I'm grateful to have met you. And due to the changes in my life, I now know you. I met you because you were in the room, because you followed Selena Albright on my Matters of the Heart platform. So we connect from there. And now we are friends. Change, doing something different, following someone that is motivational and, inspirational to you. You never know which wind is going to lead you where. It's up to you to follow the winds of whatever your compass, your spirit, however you are being led. Are you listening to it? Are you following? Because in essence, that's where your change takes place. I'm so thrilled about it. Even the past few weeks, you notice I'm coming on at different times in the morning because of the space that I'm in. caring for my sister. I'm in South Carolina. So the grace in it all is I can do my work anywhere. I can do my work anywhere. As long as I have an internet connection, I can do my work. I have a phone, I can do my work. That's what you call grace. That's what I'm thankful about. At the same time, you have to camouflage sometimes. Camouflage, tweak, and make things work that's needing to be done at the time. So I am flexible with my morning schedule as far as inspiration. The grace in that again is that I can come on at different times, which means I'm going to all the friends that I have on my friends list. I'm going to capture some that may not be able to see me at different times if I come on consistently at that one time. Now, what I am pretty consistent on is my evening shows, those 7 p.m. shows. When life gets back to some state of norm, whatever normal is, when I'm back home, then I'll be back on at 7 a.m. However, right now, I'm grateful to be on at different times because I can catch the different people in the different time spans that normally I wouldn't be able to see or they wouldn't be able to catch me because of their schedules and what's going on in their lives. So it's gratitude all the way around. Another thing is I haven't been into my fitness like I normally have been. And we all know once you start breaking the rules when it comes to your fitness schedule, it's easy to fall prey and just say, okay, I'm not going to do that today. Okay, I'm going to let it slide again today. However, I don't like the change of transformation going backwards for me. All of that hard work and consistency I've put into it, and my morning walks, and all of the things that I did to clear my mind to focus before my day starts, guess what? It's like this now. I can tell in my physique, I can tell I don't like it. Uh-uh. So you see, I'm dressed out today. There's a trampoline outside. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for a walk like I normally would because I have to put my mindset back to the focus, the focus, the focus. There's going to be some celebrations coming up, and I'm going to need to wear the dress that's going to be that dress. Okay. So therefore, I can't just be falling prey, not with the fitness. I don't play that. I don't play that. I like to look good. I like to feel good. And when I'm looking good and feeling good, that's your attitude. You're excited. You're in a space of liberation. You are soaring. You're excited because that's accomplishment on display. It's accomplishment on display. So therefore, my routine of things have been put to the side. But guess what else? It's a trampoline outside. It's a great space to walk. My sister is in a space to where she is really getting better, 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 better. I'm thrilled about that, which means my work here is spiraling, is coming to an end of where she is going to need me for. So I need to get back into my space of things that's going to benefit me in my life. And you do the same. Play it over. How have you changed? Or are you the same? When you're not growing, does that bother you? Does that feeling creep up on you inside? Saying, you know what, I don't like that. Let me do something about that. And let me do something about it right now. Let me get back into the swing of things. Let me get back on focus of where I've kind of had to camouflage and make some tweaks and adjustments. It's okay to have tweaks and adjustments. Just don't forget your path. Don't forget where you're going. Don't forget that. So you see me in the dress out today because I've got some things to do outside. I like to go outside, be in nature when I'm getting in my fitness. It clears my mind. All types of juicy conversations take place with my God and things of what I'm to do today. Hot off the presses. That's what it's like. So that's why I'm saying to you, what are you thankful for? What's your transformation? Who are you today? Have you changed? If so, how have you changed? Or have you remained the same? And if you're remaining the same, why? Good afternoon, Ron Ekondale. I like to say your name now. I've learned it. Now I'm going to have to say it every time you pop into the room. May Die, hi, welcome to the room also. So that's where I'm coming from today. Who are you today because of your transformations, because of your choice of change, or because of your choice to remain the same? It's just a feeling, and it's not a good feeling that um, comes to me, or shall I say, just engulfs me when I am not in alignment with myself. I know when it's time to change. I know what needs to be changed and do something about it. That's my business. Change, challenge, inspiration to transformation. That is TVM. It's all about becoming who you're supposed to be in your life, in every area of your life, every area. I absolutely love what I do, and I thank God every day for choosing me to do what I'm doing. I'm grateful for that. So I'm thrilled about this trampoline. Thrilled about it. I need to be tight and right quickly. It's going to happen. And what better place than in the country? When you're in the country, you can't get a greater space to be in grace, to be with God than nature. When you're quiet, you can hear Him. The instructions come when you're alleviating the chaos. You know, it happens. Look in the mirror. I'm always talking about mirror moments, taking mirror moments and having that conversation with yourself. Because when you're looking at yourself, then you can identify with who you're talking to. And when you're focused, frame to frame, that reflection of you, then you can receive some things a little bit greater. It's not always about coming from someone else. You can do self talk and make some corrections in your life. When you come to me over at TVM, I'm just a guide. I'm a guide to get you where you're going. And it's a lot of fun to do it. It's so many new things, programs that has been created, I've been sitting on. And now the time has come to release them. Excited. We're going into 2020 and I'm prepared for 2020. So hold on to your seats. I tell you what, create a collage of yourself. Go back 10 years to present. Create a collage. Doesn't have to be a lot of pictures. I think I have like 5 pictures maybe. Take 5 pictures, create a collage, and have a conversation with yourself about the pictures in view. Who were you then? And how did those pictures of space and time of you then sculpt you to who you are right now today? I mentioned it last week. Like, post into the comments of that thread, post into it. I'd love to know how you've changed. And you don't have to post into the thread. Could be a one-on-one, I've just given you something to do that can really change trajectory of your today going into your tomorrows. Allow the past to be present in today as you drive toward your future. It's so important. Don't forget where you came from. Jimmy Sevier. I love it. Roger, what is this you're saying? Oh, you're giving me advice on the trampoline? Be careful on the trampoline. Go straight up, come straight down. That's all I'm doing. Up and down. No flips, nothing fancy. Forget about it. These limbs are 50. 50-year-old something sitting here. I value not having any of them broken in my life. And not today, not never. And yes, I'm schooling you on transformation today because if we're not changing, we're not growing, we're not becoming, which means we're stagnant, we're stuck and confused and in a place that's not a wonderful feeling. It's not a wonderful feeling. Just that uneasiness that I'm getting right now for not exercising the past few weeks. And, that is not my life. I'm all about becoming greater, pushing to greater, being the example of what I'm speaking. I can't ask you to do anything if I'm not the epitome of it myself. Last week, I kept saying, oh, I'm going to go jump on the trampoline for about a half hour. Always something of surprise that pop up. We cannot control surprises. However, we can keep the focus on the goal, on the objective, on that heart's yearning, whatever it is, to stay the course because it's nothing like being pruned, being shaped, growing, evolving, transforming. It's nothing like it because you're becoming someone you haven't been introduced to just yet. Again, I introduce you to yourself. I'm introducing you to yourself in a different way every single day. My clients, they get me one on one. I love it. Absolutely love the introduction. I'm still being introduced myself. But when you can become the person you know in your heart you're supposed to be in every area of your life, you're balancing the scales of your life, and you can live, enjoy every day. Now you're living. Now you're living. Because until then, you're just existing. You're existing every day. You're going with the flow of things. You're doing what everybody else is doing. Too unique for that. I know I am. I know I'm different. I've always embraced being different. I never thought the same as other people. My views aren't the same. And I've always been that one that was different over here. I've never been the same. I've never been one to follow. Never been one for peer pressure. No, Valerie stays in Valerie's lane. And I know that's where I'm supposed to be because I pray about everything. So if God didn't tell me to do it, I'm not doing it. If it's not a benefit for me that can transition to you, I'm not doing it. I know eyes are on me. And I did the Labor Day video with my great nephew, AJ. He just wanted to be on the live with me. So I am that role model to my nieces and nephews. I better have it right and I better get it right every time because they're looking, they're listening, they're paying attention. And not just my family and friends, other people also. So when I can sit before you and make statements and suggestions of change and transformation and inspiring you to transform, to become who you were born to be, that's a responsibility that I take very highly. So that's your juice for today. I have served you the juice. It's up to you to sip on it, to gulp it, as long as you ingest it. That's all I care about because change is necessary. Action is required to change. When you get that uneasy feeling in any area of your life, that's your wake up call. Do something about it. Have those mirror moment conversations. Have that quiet time in nature with God, with your higher power. Whatever you have to do that. Distractions are going to come, responsibilities of things that you have to do. Camouflage it, be a chameleon, transform to what you have to do in the midst of moments to be a blessing to somebody else where you have to be. Because when you bless others, you in essence bless yourself. Because you're now put into a space of time, of thought, of action, of being, of doing that you normally wouldn't be in. However, when you pay attention, now you are introduced to something different that you didn't even know you needed. Another layer of growth, another layer of change, another moment of gratitude. So, who are you today because of who you were yesterday and where you're going for your tomorrows? That's your seed of thought, your juice served for today. So, on that note, I'm going to go because the trampoline is waiting on me and some other things that I have lined up for fitness. I'm excited about getting it tight and right and moving forward because of all of the things that I see in my head that God has shown me in the preview of what's coming. So, when those times appear, I'm doing it. I'm going to be ready and prepared for it. And there's no greater time than right now, today. Okay. All right. So, on that note, love without conditions, always possess a positive attitude, and soar in all you do. I love you, mean it. Smooches.